This is the Sprint 1 demo video for Junior Design Team 9350. Our project is the Excel Competencies Tracking System, and our team is in charge of creating the backend. Our primary goal this sprint was to set up the databases that we would be using throughout the rest of the semester, and getting the entire team familiar with how our codebase is structured. Through discussions with our client, we were able to identify 7 different tables that we would need to create for our system. We then had to translate these specifications into different attributes that we could enter into a DynamoDB table. These tables are all specified in a template file, which will specify every table and function we use this semester. These databases can be viewed through the AWS console. Right now, each table is empty except for some dummy data. You can see that each item has various attributes, including ones designed for easy search and ones designed to be read by people. These items can be selected for a better view of their attributes. These tables will form the majority of our backend, and much of our remaining work will be creating functionality that deals with them. On top of these database tables, much of our work this semester will be based on creating functions that can be utilized by the frontend in order to access and modify data. These functions will also be viewable through the AWS console, and will be sorted according to what the function involves. Right now, there's only a single function that we created while testing the system. This page would have information about the function, with the ability to go directly to the code that would be ran when the function is called. Since these functions and tables are both linked to the same AWS stack, they are able to easily interface with each other, which will be useful in later sprints. Just like before, our API calls can be tested through a web browser or a program such as Postman in order to see the response. Finally, a major component of this sprint was figuring out how we would be able to simultaneously contribute to the backend across our different machines, and eventually hand off the project to our client, Nathan Heald, at the end of the semester. While it's not something easy for me to show here, our team was able to all set up our working environments in a way that should be easy for us to hand off at the end of the semester. During this process, we did run into some installation issues, which slowed our pace, but we were still able to complete all of our sprint goals. We expect our next sprint to begin smoothly, without having to catch up on missed work from this sprint. For our next sprint, we will be primarily filling out more of our functions so that our front end can make changes to our table, such as adding competencies and users. We can then use these functions to populate our tables with initial data, which will allow us to perform more robust testing on our system. I hope you enjoyed our team's Sprint 1 demo video. Thank you.